Okay, let
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 2 of this DH.
Hey, Kevin.
There's been a transformation here in L.A. There is no doubt about that. D.A., thank you.
The NBA is such an international phenomenon, Kenny. Tearing up this league are some young guns who started outside of the U.S.
Yeah, Giannis, Jokic, and Doncic, they come to mind. They're probably three of the top 10 players in basketball right now. It's not, I don't even say it anymore. I don't say international player. I just say he's a player now. I never think about Giannis as an international player.
Our game's been global for so long now that's a great point because, we had Dirk and we've had Nash and we've had Akeem. Some of our all-time greats weren't from America.
Yeah. And now the Lakers starting group. Andre Drummond is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's LeBron James. And it's Gordon in at the three, the small forward. And for the Clippers, they've got Morris, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here's George, following the miss by DeJounte Murray. And it's Leonard missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Good on the bucket.
Well, I love the concentration. Simply stated, when Aaron Gordon is this locked in, he is very difficult to deal with.
Jackson looking around. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And they double up James. Davis finds Drummond. Wide open look here for Murray. His three-pointers off the mark. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
Kenny, you played for a number of coaches in your career. Which players right now do you think, as you take a look at all the players in the league, would maybe make a good head coach in the future?
Well, LeBron would be a great coach. CP3 would be a heck of a coach, probably. CJ McCollum plays a game because there's a guy. I like guys who weren't like the star and then became it because they understand the guys on the bench, how they feel, as well as the stars. So C.J. McCollum has kind of come up into that.
Well, that's why a lot of great coaches, it's not that they were the best player, but they played on great teams. So they get to see it. I'd throw another name out there, Rajon Rondo.
Rajon Rondo.
Okay.
What about Greg Anthony?
That's the broadcaster. No, Greg would be great.
He'd be great. I think either of you would be great.
It would be fun.
I'm trying to own the team next.
That's what you want to do. You want to own. You want to own.
Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And all Davis needs is the right positioning. Once he's established, dunking becomes easy.
Now, here's George. Pass to Ibaka. And it's sent back by Drummond. And he gets it back. And it's George again missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
LeBron passes to Murray. Second shot opportunity, and James with the layup.
Well, there's a brute physical force to LeBron James. Couple that with his terrific instincts, unbelievable reactions, and he's pretty good on the offensive glass.
Now, here's George. Back to Leonard. Ibaka against Drummond, but he stays with it. Ibaka, no luck.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Gordon against George. Outside for Murray. Good work there as it goes. Kenny, when you came into the NBA as a rookie, was there a veteran who stepped in to become your mentor?
My first coach, Bill Russell, was
He was your mentor?
Yes, yes. You know, which is even funnier, like the former players in North Carolina were my mentors. Because we played
some of those guys?
Michael Jordan, Sam Perkins, Walter Davis.
That's like a Hall of Fame class.
Yeah. I mean, all those guys were still in the league, and they would come back and they would tell stories about what it takes to be in the NBA, how you got to stay there. So those were my mentors.
And you drank in every word.
Oh, every second, yeah.
Zubats is checked in for Serge Ibaka. The Lakers also with a sub. Mamba's checked in.
So why does LeBron James have the ball in his hands? Because look at that sixth sense. Wow, what a pass.
Outside, George, down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Davis. And he's got his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
And it's Davis missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Over Murray. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 now.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
James, the pass to Davis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now, here's George.
And when you watch Anthony Davis, Jet, rare versatility. Hard to think of anyone in the league who matches up well with him defensively.
No, not at all. His length, his athleticism, and when he's healthy, he's an MVP-level producer. A good guy, and I just like the way he's now starting to win.
But when you said being healthy, that's kind of everything for him because we know he can do it when he's feeling good.
If he's not healthy, he's just a good big man. But when he's healthy, he is probably the best in the business.
And in fairness to him, let's remember, this is the first time he's played on a team with a chance. I think that's helped to change his mentality.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for Leonard. And it's Will Barton in for George.
All the officials are all over that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Both good from the line that time. The Clippers shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Zubats. The Clippers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. The free throw drops for Zubats. Both shots good from the stripe. The Lakers have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. And James throws it down.
Don't give LeBron James a lane to the hoop because he will be ruthless in his attack. He takes advantage anytime he sees daylight.
Now, here's Kennard.
And you look at Paul George. I mean, he's got the capability to lead the league in scoring, but he's just as focused on locking you down.
That sets him apart, you know. How many guys could say, I could get 20 on you and stop you from getting 20? You guys can do it.
And here is Murray following the 3 from Will Barton. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Stewart's checked in for Anthony Davis. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Gordon. Halliburton's checked in for DeJounte Murray. And it's Simons in for James.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. The Clippers in the lead. Rondo looking around. Here's Cousins. The shot, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now the Clippers with it. Now Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes it to Cousins. Here's Zubac. Takes the three. And Bamba pulls it down. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Here's Cousins. 1:07 left in the first quarter of the game. The Lakers in the lead. And here they go. Stewart passes to Bamba. To the wing on the left. Here's Simons. Martin defending. 5 on the clock. Pass to Halliburton. Stolen by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Rondo. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And Rondo, as good as anybody with his handle, it's like that ball's on a string. And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And the Clippers have possession, trailing by 2. And they double up Rondo. And the pass to Kennard. Zubac in the post. He's against Bamba.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Halliburton passes to Stewart. Here's Simons. The 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Kennard on the wing. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Lakers lead by 2. And back with the start of the... Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Bill Barton is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Ibaka. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Kennard in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Well, Mo Bamba is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? The size combined with the shooting ability.
We've seen the league change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Lakers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And so he makes both from the line.
And the three-pointer, something that's exploded in importance the last half-decade. Kenny, do you feel you would have played differently if you came into the league today?
Without question. Because, Greg, I was probably, if you told me I could get 30 points or 20 assists, I would have said 30 points. I was that type of mentality. I liked scoring because scoring came easier to me. Finding people didn't come as easy. So I would have loved to play in this era where I don't have to think about getting you the ball as much. I would have loved that.
And honestly, the passing lanes are bigger because the court is more space.
Yes,
like so, if you shoot it, like we talk about, your ability to shoot it at a high level makes the game easier.
Yeah.
Because now, guys, the pump, you lift your head, they're jumping out of position. You know, they're guarding the three-point line tighter, so you have more room to operate.
Here's Halliburton. Here's Bamba. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
This is a skilled, hungry offensive rebounder, and Mo Bamba's size and motor make him a problem on the windows.
Rondo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Clippers have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And the first one drops.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Morris is checked in for Cousins, and George is subbed in for Kennard. Stewart passes to Bamba. Here's Halliburton. And it's off from three-point range. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. A nice shot by George.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Halliburton passes to Stewart. Here's Simons. Lakers passing it around. Pulls it up. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Bamba.
And officials have been more vigilant, guys, whistling the travel violations that we see. At the same time, the league revising the rule book to clarify the gather step when players terminate their dribble. Kenny, in that regard, do you like the way the game is being officiated right now?
What is a gather step? Either you're walking or you're not.
Well, it would seem that way, wouldn't it?
Either you're moving or you're stationary.
The gather step's always been there, though. It's just, honestly, a lot of guys didn't have the ability to and didn't know how to master it. Iverson was the first guy that I saw that had mastered the gather step. And that's, to me, it's just kind of the evolution.
Walking in my book, Greg. It's still walking.
No, it's you gathering. You get that extra. It's basically, it gives you a half a step.
I'm old school. Let's walk.
You're old.
Yeah, and you didn't finish school.
The Clippers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
The key asset is one of the biggest trade packages in NBA history. When George feels 100% physically, he's absolutely working.
And finished off by Davis.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Out to Morris. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
The Lakers have shot 6 of 7 at the line. And the first one at the line is good. And so Murray nails both of them. Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second.
Kenny, you played in so many different kind of offensive styles and systems during your basketball career. What stands out as your favorite?
Favorite was the Rockets. So that was the best style of play that I enjoyed most.
Yeah, I think you make a great call. You know, people would think, like, as a guard, you'd want to just have more opportunity to be the focal point, but the reality is we'd rather win.
Without question.
You'd much rather play with a great big in our era who could dominate the paint, because the role reverses. They basically become point guards because they're playing out double teams, and now you're getting to catch guys in transition running at you where you can be more effective.
LeBron kicks to Murray. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Getting up. Leonard's mix of airtime and power is practically indefensible.
George against LeBron. And here's Gordon from outside. Rebound by the Clippers. George finds Jackson. Here's Leonard. And it's Leonard again missing. Lakers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field.
If you're going to step in front of LeBron James, we're going to question your sanity. Just a freak of nature.
Clippers trail by 4. Here's Jackson. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Murray dishes to Davis. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Jackson up top. He's covered by Murray. Jackson misses. Lakers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Martin comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And the Lakers also making a change. Andre Drummond's checked in for Bamba. James. And James throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Jackson passes to Zubac. No good on the shot. Good D by Drummond. Lakers leading by 6. Davis inside, guarded by Jackson. Davis with the bucket. Davis has got 13 points.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
And we want to thank the Jet for giving us his thoughts. Kenny, you can stop by here anytime. That door is always open for you.
Well, the door's open, but I'm going to steal a key just in case you don't invite me back. I'm taking it right now.
Well, he'll have the key.
Yes, sir. I'm taking the key right now.
He's a
We'll tell
fellow
G-Way
PG. Fellow PG. We got to let him in.
Yes, sir. I want to be back.
You guards always stay together. What a pleasure it was to have Kenny joining us. Doris, he's been in the business for a long, long time.
Boy, as great as Kenny Smith was on the basketball court, he was a tremendous guard, a championship guard. He's been equally impressive off of it. This guy's a mainstay in the studio, Emmy Award winner, truly a special treat.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Davis dishes to Drummond. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George.
And you look at the size and athleticism. Once Drummond gets the ball in there, it's game over.
A different look for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Marcus Morris. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Jackson. No good from Cousins.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
If you don't keep Aaron Gordon out of the paint, it's going to be a long night. How easy is that?
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Barton outside. Zubac against Drummond. Zubac the pass to Barton. Back to Zubac. From downtown, Andre Drummond grabs the miss. To the paint, here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And this guy does it all. Davis is as complete an offensive player as we have in our league.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live, looking at the Lakers. They're in a perfect position to grab a hold of this series, up 1. And that wraps up the halftime show, third quarter.
And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Lakers 5 right now. We've got Gordon. DeJounte Murray is out there with LeBron James. And there's Davis. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard with the ball. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Leonard. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Leonard's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers. And Murray, here we go.
Clearly a foul.
The Lakers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And he makes the first. And so Murray nails both of them. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Jackson dishes to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here comes the break. Gordon with it. George picks him up. Gordon against George. Murray for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Murray's got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
It's good. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
Marcus Morris, money in the mid-range.
It's Davis with the drop. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 7th assist in the game. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Jackson passes to Ibaka. Lets a floater go. Great D that time from Davis. Lakers leading by 13. And it's Davis with the jam.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Inside. And Ibaka slams it in.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
The drive by LeBron. And the dunk by James.
How intimidating it must be when LeBron is bearing down on the rack like that.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside, George. Morris looking over the floor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And good on the 2nd, so he makes them both. Lakers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. And it's Murray penetrating. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, almost effortless there from Kawhi Leonard. The reach and leaping ability. Look out.
Drummond trying to get himself free. And it's Murray with the jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Morris inside. He's against Gordon.
Yeah, see, Marcus Morris has the physicality and the frame to be able to be a force on the offensive glass. That's nicely done.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
To the middle. Here's George. That doesn't go either for George.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
The drive by James and the dunk by LeBron.
Oh, he loves this. Just blows past defenders, takes it strong to the rack.
Clippers trail by 15. And the Clippers call time here. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Ibaka. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Leonard. Will Barton, he's checked in for George. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Bamba is checked in for the Lakers.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
LeBron passes to Bamba, and the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, you better keep the 7-footer Mo Bamba away from the cup. What an easy finish.
Barton against Murray. Doubled by Murray. Here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And that one's good by LeBron.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And here's Rondo. 6 points for him. Pass to Cousins. Back to Rondo. Feeds it to Morris. The Lakers with the rebound.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Davis kicks to James. And here's Gordon from outside. They get it back. Oh, and the jam by Bamba.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Here's Morris. That one wide left.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Rondo against Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Clippers. 19-point game. Barton outside. Puts it up from 15. And it's Cousins. That time on the assist by Barton. Cousins has got 4 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for Morris, and it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. The Lakers also making some changes. Stewart's checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Halliburton comes in for DeJounte Murray. And it's Simons in for Aaron Gordon. Here's Jackson. Sweet little floater. Jackson's got 13 points.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Stewart passes to Halliburton. Here's Simons. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And that one's good. Barton's got his second bucket of the night.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Passes it to Halliburton. And stolen by Barton. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Barton throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. And that one falls for Jackson.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Here's Simons. Here's Halliburton. And the clock running down. and sends it home. What a shot!
You want drama? We've got drama. That's the way to end a quarter.
That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
DeJounte Murray has been leading the charge for the Los Angeles Lakers. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. Back right after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So it's the Lakers now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. They've got Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Barton in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Kennard with the ball.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Here's Kennard. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Stewart misses. Clippers trail by 18. The kick out to Barton. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Here's Halliburton, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's good from Halliburton. So, for the Clippers, Serge Ibaka has checked in for Cousins. Leonard comes in for Will Barton, and George is subbed in for Kennard. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. To the inside, stolen by Bamba. To the paint. Pass to Stewart. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
A nice shot by George.
Well, you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
The pass to Bamba. And the rejection by Ibaka. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. That's good for George on the assist by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 assists now tonight.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Simons, the pass to Stewart. Now, here's Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. Simons doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Outside, George. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Well, Paul George just putting on a show right now. He's been around this league for a long time. The confidence is there.
And it's George finishing it off.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Pass to Halliburton. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Stewart. Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. Here's James.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
First free throw is good.
It just seems like LeBron James doesn't age. Still so dominant in the second half of his career. This guy is incredible in virtually every statistical category.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. And it's blocked by Gordon.
about the timing of Aaron Gordon? This guy has got the ability to rise up and send it back.
Davis dishes to Bamba. Stolen by George. Leonard finds Jackson. And Davis sends it back. Here we go, one-on-one. And James throws it down.
I'll tell you this, LeBron is hard enough to defend in a half-court set, let alone impossible to guard in the open floor.
Gordon against George. Shoots from the elbow. And the Clippers miss again. Lakers leading by 16. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Here's Bamba. Stolen by George. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard with the ball. Jackson trying to break free. And again, no good by the Clippers. Lakers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. And it's Davis with the jam.
And I tell you, the Brow, he might be the best player in our league. With that reach, you just throw it up around the rim, and he's bringing it home.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. Back to Jackson. Outside, George. Teardrop shot. Great D that time from Davis. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Murray kicks to Gordon. High post, Davis. Shoots over Leonard. And it's Davis missing. Clippers trail by 18. Back to Leonard. Latrey. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game.
I don't think there's anything Leonard can't do on the basketball court. He can score inside, the mid-range, long range. He'll hurt you from absolutely anywhere.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, LeBron James.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Now with the conference finals within reach, he was not going to let it slip away. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout and listening to Frank Vogel talk to his team, his demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. See if they were listening, guys.
Don't you just love the gritty nature of Ibaka's game? This guy easily draws contact thanks to his aggressiveness.
Taking 2 shots. Ibaka hits both of them.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
LeBron passes to Davis.
And really one of the most challenging covers in our game. Davis, hard to guard given how versatile he is.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Clippers trail by 15. Now here's Leonard. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
Here's LeBron. He dishes it to Gordon. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
In offensive rebounding, really all about hustle. And with Davis, that's hardly ever in question.
George against Gordon. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from George. Here's James inside. Kicks it out to Gordon. Shoots the 3. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Gordon against George. Floats one, and he sinks the layup. George has got 24 points.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Trying to get open is Davis. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, we know Kawhi will always attract lots of defensive attention, which puts him in a position to find his teammates. Pretty pass.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Lakers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Davis.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. Here's Davis. And there's the feed to Drummond. Murray outside. Pass to Drummond. Clock at 6. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. From the arc. And the Lakers get it back. Right side Davis. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
LeBron outside. Shoots over Patterson. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And the series has been won. And you got to feel good about getting each and every game here in the postseason.
You know, Kevin, each game is just so significant and magnified. This has got to feel really good.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody was rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch, you know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we asked. That's all Coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge,